All right. Hello there and good day. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's local SEO keyword optimization video, what I would love to share with you are the ways that you can optimize your local business websites for near me terms. So I really don't want to waste any time here. I want to walk through not only a test to showcase proof, but I also want to give you the implications or the optimizations that you can start making today. So before I get into it, I need to point out chrispalmer.org for any and all of your SEO needs. Not sure where to start? Click here. Services, consultation. Want to see the menu? Click this button. Everything we do. Enough about me. Let's talk about near me optimization. Because when we're talking about near me optimization, I have to point this out. Regardless of the term that you're looking for, right? If you're going to SEMrush, Ahrefs, Moz, doesn't matter. Whatever tool you're looking at, even if you're a local business owner, you know that the near me, nearby terms are very high volume. They're very, very coveted terms that we want to have. Now, with these types of terms, it's generally very hard to optimize for because they are hyper geo related. However, you are able to add them to the page and optimize for them in order to get more impressions, impression variations, keywords, and keyword variations, AKA get more traffic to your site. So I just did a quick search here just to outline, like, it doesn't matter the keyword. Personal injury lawyer, look at, that's the top term. Near me is the next best. What are you doing? Are you a plumber? Let's take a look at this. Type in plumber. I'm in the keyword magic tool inside of SEMrush, by the way. I pull up plumber. I take a look. Who would have actually, I type in plumber. Plumber near me is actually the best. Now, this is based on volume. So what I want to showcase to you right now is, let me share with you a recent test that we did. I usually don't share tests, but this can be so helpful for you as a business owner that I want to share it with you, okay? In any case, what we did is we work with a carpet company. Right now, he's letting us do some tests within the site. So we're showcasing a carpet website in Colorado. And here's the test that we did. I'll walk through this at SEO Mastermind. We do this every week, 3 a week. But in any case, with that being said, can you optimize for near me terms? Here's what we did, okay? So testing the setup for optimization of near me and nearby terms, the optimization for near me inside of the headers, what we did on each of the pages is we added near me or nearby. We're trying both. So in one of the headers, we went into each of the pages that are geo-modified. This particular business owner has 2 separate services, one being carpet cleaning, the other one being upholstery, right? On each of the pages inside of the headers, we added near me into one H2. One. With that being said, the next optimization that we made is up in the very top. All right. So we're talking about a site-wide header menu. What we did is we put it inside of the actual dropdown. So near me. Now, why would we do this? The reason is we want to get the near me and nearby term into the actual render DOM. Google reads what is called the render DOM, right? So if I go look at the source code and I render the DOM like Google is doing in order for speed and efficiency, if we do that, no matter if it's in the header, footer, sidebar, body text, if it shows up on the page, that word is being counted. So we wanted a way to make a definite optimization that's fast, easy, efficient, and could lead to success for the business owner, right? So what's better than a header, right? And mind you, if you search for your key term in your area, if you head on out to your SERP, let's just say that you are a car accident lawyer, right? Or whatever your business is. Go to Google, do a search for your primary term, and type in primary term location and near me, and go and take a look at the winner. What I'm leading you to is you'll find that they probably only have the term near me or nearby on the page 1 to 5 times. So this is what we're looking to deploy fast and quick and easy to get that ranking boost. With that being said, so you can see for yourself, you'll know the reason why I also want to point that out is you'll know the optimization level that you'll need for your niche, right? Every niche is different. A personal injury lawyer is going to be much better optimized than a septic cleaner, right? Or whatever the job is. So look at your niche, see what type of word count you're going to need for near me and nearby to be optimized, and then look for the fastest ways to deploy this. Let's get back to this test. So other optimization zones, other than the header and one of the headers, we have up in the top, this is the header menu or the drop-down menu. We put near me. And then if you take a look here, in our secondary drop-down for nearby, I put nearby upholstery cleaners. So I have nearby, near me, and then in one of the headers. That's 3 times on every page, site-wide, okay? Now, I want to point this out, all right? This is taking a look. I'm not going to bore you and read each of the details, but this is a 12-month period only looking at the term near me. Can you see by this graph here, this is a Search Console data export, right? Or graph, right? Can you see when we deployed the terms or these changes to the website? Can you see this? So we're looking at 12 months from the near me, and then bada bing, bada boom, all of a sudden, blue is clicks, purple is impressions, orange is rank. Okay. When we take a look only at the near me query for this particular website over 12 months, we can see that we started generating far more impressions and more clicks simply by adding it 3 times to the site. Clear as day. All right. This is the second time we've deployed this test. Now let's take a look at, this is a comparison. You can compare weeks or months. You can compare whatever you'd like, right? With that being said, we're taking a look at impressions and clicks and also average position. Let's look at clicks. We can see here 7.1 to 7.30, and then we can look at 8.1 to 8.28. Look at the drastic increase, 40 new clicks. If your average conversion rate on your website's 10% or 5%, how many new customers did you get by adding near me to the website? How many new customers did this guy, particular business owner get? Right? Small change, big ROI. Right? So with that being said, more impressions, almost double the impressions, and multiple times as far as clicks. Let's move on. So what we did here is I wanted to point out when you add key terms inside of your pages, a page ranks for more than one keyword, right? So when I add something site-wide, think of all the variations that you end up getting. So just by adding it 3 times to each of the pages that we were tuning for the test, we were able to achieve 335 near me variations. When previously, you can tell by this, that wasn't happening. That was not the case. We skyrocketed. Impressions are potential clicks. So our potential for customers has increased, right? Potential for the click has increased. So also our clicks have increased. So much so that we gained 335 new variations, right? With that being said, as we scroll down here, I also outlined what we learned, but I think it's clear and evident what we learned. You can see the impact of near me and nearby terms. I hope that I've outlined this for you. I've given you key places to optimize your website. I've also outlined, hey, go and check your SERPs. Go to Google, look up your SERPs. See on average, how many times does your leading competition, if any, have near me or nearby on their pages? This will give you a general count. The next element is then I showcase to you the easiest places to add these terms in order to get optimized. Then I walked you through the benefits, and I hope this has been helpful. I hope this has been absolutely positively helpful. I wanted to walk through this test. I know it would be very helpful for you if you're a business owner. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. This is near me terms, near me and nearby, how to implement them, what they do for you. If you need any help, check out chrispalmer.org, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. All right. Next. All right, it's a holiday weekend, so I'm making this stream. It's a holiday weekend. I'm going to break this into videos, so I have another one for you. If you're here live, great. If not, I'm about to break out another video here. So here we go. Give me 1 minute. Just for visual representation, I can't give up the test, but I will give you I just need a visual representation in order to answer this question. All right, so we can make this small. This is somebody that we're helping potentially, I think. Let's go right over here. Okay, make that a little bit smaller. Let's head on over here. I hope that you're having a great Friday. I know that it's a holiday. We're about to go to a wedding. At least my wife is. She's going to a wedding. Little Chris and I are going to hang out. Then we're going to go to the beach. So looking forward to this weekend, but I wanted to make sure that I could at least help one person each day while I'm gone. So that's why we're here, right? So with that being said, and plus there's a saying, business before pleasure, and you never mix them, never, never. So I want to make sure that I'm able to help somebody. So here we go. We're going to, I have another one. This will be based on a question that I received. All right, from this gent here. This is a good question, right? In any case, though, here, we'll make this like this. We'll make this bigger. All right, so make this small, and let's do it. Ready? And hello and good day. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's Google Maps SEO video, what I'd love to go ahead and answer for a subscriber. Let's lead into that differently. Now you're seeing behind the scenes. It's always off the head, though. I do this stuff every day. I don't have to think about it. I don't need a prompt or I do this. Like this is what I do. So in any case, though, hey, Chris, been watching the work. Benefit of having our clients leave reviews. Okay. Google Business Profile, Google Maps. All right. Hello and good day. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's Google Maps SEO video, what I'd love to go ahead and answer for you is the importance of optimizing your Google reviews if you have the opportunity to do so. Now, of course, I'm going to get into this exactly because I received a question from a subscriber. The subscriber asks this, and this comes from Icebreaker. Thank you for the question. He says, hey, Chris, I've been watching your work for a while. I'm a huge fan. I appreciate that, brother. I had a question about GMB reviews that customers always ask or will leave. The question is, as an ad agency based out of Austin, Texas, is there any benefit to having our clients leave reviews that mention that they are out of state? Or is there a more beneficial way for them to mention that we are an agency located in ATX? I can't find much content on the subject. Thank you. Top tier work. Well, thank you, Icebreaker. So really the question here is the optimization or the words within your reviews. So I get this question a lot, and the words that are inside of your reviews are monumental. The thing here is GBP and search. These are different products, right? Google Business Profile, Google Maps, Google Search. These are different products by Google. When we're talking about a website, we can go wide. But when we're talking about Google Maps, we need to be optimized. The businesses that are getting rewarded in Google Maps in 2024 are the businesses that, who are they? What do they do and where they're at? They're hyper optimized around their service or service types, right? Their area, and then they're going super, super optimized for this particular service in this particular area. Now, I want to point out to you, chrispalmer.org, if I haven't already. If you need any help with maps or SEO or anything at all, check out chrispalmer.org. When you land on the page here, services, consultation, you click this button, it's a menu, right? With that being said, I have to show you this, all right? This is just an outline to show the importance of reviews. This is a completely separate test, all right? I can't get into the test, but what I want to show you is the importance. So here's before when we had reviews, right? All the reviews were removed or scrutinized. This is September the 3rd. The reviews are back, right? Taken away, back. This is the power of reviews. So now that we've addressed the power of reviews, we have to start looking at, well, what's important inside of a review. So you're asking about leaving state specific information. In my opinion, this is not the way to go. Here's what we want to make sure of. So let's go into Google Maps. All right, I want to show you something. All right. Now we've ran other tests related to this, but here's what I want to point out. Let's just say that we are a business owner here in Richmond. So it's Richmond, VA. All right. If I'm a business in Richmond, Virginia, Google has clearly identified what is Richmond, Virginia. If this is your main area of focus, Richmond, Virginia, we know that Richmond needs to show up inside of our reviews. Now, we're either going to hyper optimize if we only service Richmond. Now, sometimes you might want to go all the way to a 10-mile radius, right? You can generally rank. Sometimes guys get lucky. If there's no competition, it's a weird niche. But usually if there's competition in any type of city, 100K or more, 10 miles, 8 to 10 mile radius, and be a winner, right? With that being said, I know that entities, people, places, and things are very, very important for optimization. I understand that states are entity based, but we know that Google Maps being a product, right? Just like Google search, we know that they're rewarding optimized. They're rewarding the winner. Who's the trusted? Who is the expert that's trusted in that area that does this? Who is the expert? That's who they reward, right? The people that, if you have your Google Maps and you have a bunch of different categories in there, a bunch of different services, you usually get rewarded for what? One, your primary, right? You hyper tune for your area and the services you provide. So back to this example. When I take a look at Richmond, I either want to go, if I only service Richmond, I either want to go in here and talk about in my reviews about Church Hill, right? Carlton, High Oaks, Melithonian, I'm probably pronouncing these wrong, South Richmond, British Camp Farms, right? These small towns or neighborhoods, location information needs to show up in reviews, but hyper tuned to where I'm at. Now we know that I'm only going to get 8 to 10 miles. Now, if you're in a low competition market, you could probably go a little bit wider, right? But really, I want to hit 8 to 10 miles, and I want to be hyper specific talking about Richmond if my business is in Richmond, and see how there's an outline. Google knows what's here. They know the towns. They know the neighborhoods. So I want to also repeat back to them, hey, let's just say that you are a ad agency. John from ad agency X has helped our business in Stratford Hills far exceed our old marketing agency, yada, yada, yada. Location information that's hyper specific to your area. Check. Main location that's hyper specific to your area. Check. These are the words that we want to show up. If you want to go a little bit broader, it needs to be actual places on the map that Google is outlining. Ideally, I want to also have corresponding pages on my website in main A tags, in headers, on the homepage. Like, have I clearly defined on the page that I'm connected Google Maps to, right? You know how you have to connect your website, either your homepage or an internal page? On the page that's connected, do I have an A tag, a hyperlink that says the word Richmond? Do I have a hyperlink that says the word Stratton Hills? And do I also have a hyperlink and words on that page that have to do with the services that I'm trying to rank for? We're not talking about website here, but the page that's connected can influence your maps listing. What we're trying to do is optimize for location and service. You with me so far? So when we're talking about our hypothetical ad agency in Richmond, I want to use people entities are key. So Richmond, neighborhoods and towns. But then we have to look at, as far as optimizing our reviews, we want to look at our services. What are words that are often talked about when talking about an ad agency, right? So these are the other words that we want to show up. Words like marketing, words like ads, advertising, digital media. Like, what are the words? Another way to pull this out is if you come over here and put in advertising agency, what you're going to see on the left-hand side are there's no better co-occurring key phrase than top performers that are using the phrase, right? Like we can go and get, tools that are like the NLP tool. We can go and get tools to pull what's semantically correct. That's great. That's fine. You can use those. But I want to take a look at not only are they semantically correct, but 1,756 websites are utilizing this. What's more relevant? The thing that's semantically correct or the thing that's semantically correct and everybody's using it? So here, this is another way to get co-occurring key phrases, right? Advertising agency, if that's what we're doing, we're looking at here, right? You can also search by volume, the words digital, market, near, creative. Like take a look, use what makes sense, okay? Also another one that you can utilize, I made videos on TextRaiser. You can also use Google's NLP. We're looking for entity words or co-occurring key phrases. Words that are often talked about when talking about a specific whatever you're doing, ad agency. Relevance equals rank. So I want to talk about locations, hyper specific to wherever my business is. That's towns, neighborhoods, or the main locale. I also want to use variations of the state that I'm in. In this case, it's Virginia. VA, right? Virginia, the neighborhoods, the towns. I want to use co-occurring key phrases in the reviews. I want to use main entities in the reviews. This is what we're trying to do, right? Now we're tuned. Our website says who we are, what we do, and where we're at. Our GBP says it. And then on top of that, I hope that you're getting traffic for those same key phrases from those same areas that we're servicing. And then on top of that, the last piece of it to finalize that customer journey, I get a review talking about those locations and those services from the area that I'm servicing. I hope this makes sense to you. This is an ideal situation. And then there's little small things that we can do, right? Let's build on this. All right. So the concept of having a hyper optimizer review. Now, of course, it has to read properly, but Google can't read, right? But it needs to read properly. But emphasis on entity usage, right? People, places, things, co-occurring key phrases. And don't forget, your primary services are oftentimes entities like plumber, agency, like generally considered an entity, right? Also use your state variations, neighborhoods, towns, services. All right. So now to add on top or to build on top of this to make a more optimal review, how can we do this? Well, the next thing that we can go and do is if you take a look at this, all right, social signals, right? It's one thing for us to optimize for a service in a location. That's one piece. It's a whole nother validation, right? Like Google's always testing and validating. We could see this when we run traffic, right? But nothing validates an entity or a business better than user engagement, user signals, right? So another piece that we can do is, let's just say that we are a plumber, all right? If I know that customers are the finish line or the cherry on top as far as the customer journey for optimization. They've utilized these words. They're from the area. They're talking about the towns, the cities, the states, the state abbreviations. They're talking about my services. They have my entities. Now, the next thing to make that even more credible or to build on that idea is, can I get multiple customers to repeat this? And then if I want to optimize even more, well, what did the top performers have multiple customers say? And that's what we're trying to emulate. Let me showcase this for you. So let's just say I'm just pulling this out of a hat. This is for educational purposes only. I do not know who this business is. All right. But when we come inside of here and we go to reviews, Google is going to pop out entity or co-occurring key phrases based on multiple usage. If you take a look at it doesn't matter. But Firebase, before it was Firebase, there's another platform. I can't think of the name of it, but each of these will have a M code or an entity ID. All right. Now, what we're trying to do is we want to figure out, well, which co-occurring key phrases are the top performers using multiple times? This means that 77 of their customers said the word technician. So what we want to look at is top players in our market, which words are showing up most often that our competition has. And this is how you look, right? Like, what are the words? We want to make sure that we're encompassing those words into our particular reviews. Now, why is that? Just like websites, just like traffic, just like backlinks, do we look like a winner? Yes or no, right? Here's the winner template. This is the traffic. This is the clicks they get. This is the reviews they get. We're matching and mirroring. I can't have 121 reviews, or in this case, 483 reviews, and my customers didn't say the word technician, questions, maintenance, or plumbers. You see where we're going? Match and mirror. What words need to show up? Most notably, these are entities and or co-occurring key phrases. All right. They wouldn't show up in this box right here unless they had an M code or a G code associated with it. It's not Firebase. I forget the name of the platform, but with that being said, that's another way to build on top. The next way to build on top of this, there's one more optimization before I end this video, is going to be what other entities can I add to a review? We know that anything that has been given a entity ID holds more weight, right? Words have been given entity IDs, right? These words, they have an entity base. Google knows what they are. They've been documented. But we also have to think about, well, what other elements can I add to this review that have entity IDs? Relevance equals rank. So images. Images can help propel a particular review, especially if the image has wording on it and or very defined features of what the review is talking about, most notably writing words on top. But not every review can have a photo. Like this, the probability of this happening is highly unlikely. All right. So that's another way to add on top of it. We're adding images that are hyper specific to the service or location. Google has mapped the entire planet. When you take a photo, chances are they're going to know kind of, depending on the photo. Like, we want to make sure that if we can get a good photo, is it clear and evident where this is? Is it clear and evident what is in the photo? And have we put writing on top of it? These are ways to better optimize. Okay. The next element to build on top, we'll go one more. I'm going to go just one last one as far as reviews. Reviews hold so much weight because it's the end game, right? We talked about entities, looking at competitors. We talked about people, places, and things, adding states and state variations. Fill those reviews up. Of course, you can leave. A response. We've tested this to massive degrees. The response holds little to no weight. The weight is in the actual interaction. The only way that a response is going to hold any weight is if you do not respond within 24 hours. If you get 10 reviews and let them all sit and do not respond within 24 hours, you will see a demotion. Not crazy, but if you're running grids every day, you'll see the difference. With that being said, photos, words, entities, locations. I want to add one more as far as the reviews are concerned, and that's going to be the guides. Okay. Now, not all guides are created equal. I need to point this out. Just like adding the images that are entity based, yes, they add a level of importance to that review. Oftentimes it will be perceived as most recent or most relevant. If you take note, when you go to reviews, they're sorted by relevance, right? When I go to reviews, these are sorted by most relevant. See? So to make a review more relevant, relevance equals rank. If I add a photo, oftentimes it'll shoot to the top. What also will shoot to the top is local guides. But as I was just talking about, not all guides are created equal. All right. If I'm going to have a local guide, I can't have a local guide that was created in Bangladesh, transferred to US, and then 900 images have been uploaded in the last 30 days. Now, I'd much rather have a local guide 3 where the reviews are within a 50-mile radius or whatever the local guide is. Like when you go in at the profile, like were they answering questions? Were they visiting, uploading photos, talking about businesses, leaving reviews, like how they achieve the local guide status? Was it achieved in the central area in which I'm getting the review? If that is the case, that review will shoot up to the top because the sort order is based on relevance of review. All right. I hope this has been helpful. The big key here is location information trumps key terms. Make sure you're using the name of the technician that shows up inside of your reviews. People, places, things. Co-occurring key phrases, LSI. Figure out what your competition is utilizing. Utilize images and local guides. I hope this has been helpful. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. If you have any questions about this, or if you want to see how I come to these answers, check us out at seomastermind.org. We do 3 tests a week. I have over 500 tests. This is how I get these answers. I know for a fact because we've tested it. All right, so it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. All right. It's hot as heck in here. All right. So that's 2. All right, so that's 30 minutes. We're doing good. You guys have anything for me? Richest Domain, hello, hello. Doctor Who, hello, great to see you. Wow, nice weekend plan, yes. Yep, they're waiting for me too, but I told them I got stuff I got to make sure I do this. Local guide 3 within radius makes sense, of course. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, Richest. You're all speaking my language near me, yep. Good day from sunny Arizona. You're speaking, yep. And Travik says, hello to you, good sir. Let's see if we can. I had another video idea. Let me just think to myself. Give me 1 second. Let me just ponder to myself where it is. Oh, I remember now. All right. I remember what it is. Okay. You ready? All right, GitHub, geolocation list OIO or IPO. I forget what it's called. Okay. Here. I hate to give up the source, but are you being helpful or not? You know? So here, let me just give you this list. All right, Colorado WP. Give me 1 second. I don't know if it's on my other computer or not. Oh, here, let me see if I moved it on here. It might be on my other computer. This is like my YouTube computer, not necessarily my work computer. What I'm looking for is background indexing, paid. Dang it. How about this? I'm looking for longitude. Man, it's got to be on my other computer. All right, list of all U.S. cities, longitude, latitude, CSV. Simple Maps is okay. That could be one of them. Cities database, there's a much better one. But in any case, I mean, this will be good for our video. Okay. This right here, number of entries, it's 109,000. This is not the one. Dang it. U.S. cities, longitude and latitude, all streets. And then I think GitHub is probably CSV file of municipalities, cities, and states. All right, data sets. This might be it right here. It's something very similar to this. All right, in any case, this will get people on the right track. So, Longe and Lad. What state is this? U.S. cities, top 1,000. Okay. So we can start with this. We're looking for a data set. This will only lead you to. All right. I'm framing the video in my mind. Give me a second. All right. I know what I want to say, but it's like, what's the frame? Okay. All right. I mean, this is fine. I guess. I just needed to outline. How about like local directories? Okay, beautiful. This is what I really wanted. Okay, so there's that. And then local aggregators. Okay. How about similar companies? I know what I want to say, but I got to frame it. Okay. Images. Local data aggregators. All. Come on, Google. There. Okay. There's another one. Okay. All right. Okay. Come on over here. Go right here. Here, we'll show up with this one first. That'll be fun. Go like this. Bring this over here. Just like that. Okay. So I guess hyper-specific, high-powered, how to find, okay. Hello and good day. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's local SEO backlinks video, what I need to share with you is a much better way to find hyper-relevant, hyper-specific, but more importantly, much more powerful backlinks that are hyper geo related. So I really don't want to waste any time here. I want to give you the process, the outline of a way that you're going to be able to find and acquire high quality backlinks. Oftentimes do follow. Dude, I got so much I want to tell you. It's a strategy we've been using. I'm not going to give up all the pieces, but I'm going to share a decent piece of it with you. Okay. I can't give up all of it because this is something that we actively do, but I really want to share it with you. All right. Like, I think it'll be helpful for you. We've seen very good success. Not only is it good for the local businesses, right? Like, it's all local. It helps the local businesses, but on top of that, it'll help you. So, and I guess that's a good entrance right there. Hello and good day. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's local SEO backlinks video, what I need to share with you is a way that you can get more relevant, more powerful backlinks that are geo-specific to your area or areas that you're servicing. On top of that, the method or the strategy that I want to share with you for acquiring geo-related, geo-specific, niche-related backlinks, or at least powerful backlinks, it's wildly helpful for local businesses that are putting on events, having sponsorships, YMCAs. These types of businesses and local businesses they struggle, right? So not only are we able to help other local businesses, but we're also able to help our business flourish online. So I really don't want to waste any time here. I want to give you a strategy that we've been deploying in order to find high quality, relevant, powerful backlinks. So I need to point out chrispalmer.org. If you have questions about link building, local backlink building, citations, directories, aggregators, if you have questions or if you need the work deployed, check out chrispalmer.org. When you land on the page, services, consulting, not sure where to start, click there, or you can take a look at the menu. We'd be more than happy to help you out. With that out of the way, I want to point out a very hyper-specific way to target the areas that you're actually in. Like, what areas are you servicing? What services do you provide, and what areas are you in? So the very first piece of this strategy is getting a data set, longitude and latitude, streets, cities. What we're really looking for is neighborhoods, cities, towns, municipalities. We want to get very local here. I'm not showing you this particular data set to say, hey, this is the data set. I just want to get you on the right path in order to find data sets. GitHub is a solution to find all kinds of stuff. People have probably already done the work for you. You can either go spend the money or go searching, or if you do some search phrases within GitHub, you'll probably find the list that you're looking for your state, for your city, your municipality, your town. The data set's out there already, is what I'm getting at. GitHub is a great resource to find all the locations. So once we've identified all the locations, the municipalities, the towns, the areas that we want to service, maybe even counties, the very next step is understanding the key phrases of what we're looking for and what kind of links we're trying to land. So I want to point out just one site. Okay. Here, I want to take a look at this. All right. Huge site. So tons of stuff going on here, but I just want to be able to outline a strategy for you. I'm using this as an example. This is simply for educational purposes only. This is just an example. This is not my site. But what I want to point out to you is the strategy that you can get geo-related, help other local businesses get geo-related backlinks that are powerful, oftentimes do follow, and they last forever. So what I want to point out here is if you come in here to anchors, this will give you some ideas of what you're searching for once you have the municipality, the town, and the state list. All right. So what we're going to be looking for inside of here is things like events. All right. This is a key phrase. Event, local events, right? When you take a look here, we can see things like event. So we can look for events that are going on. There's a keynote speaker. How about the word sponsor? Okay. Sponsor, I've had some issues with because then they'll put rel sponsor on the page. You have to be mindful of which company you're working with. Okay. You might want to spell it right too. Here, take a look at this. All right. So as you take a look here, we can see numerous backlinks acquired based on sponsorship. When you take a look at some of these links, it will also give you some outlines on other key phrases that will help you land these types of backlinks. Let's take a look. So sponsor is a great way to find these. So sponsor plus your municipality, town, churches, events. You see where we're going with this? I wanted to point this strategy out to you. Take a look at this. So these are some of the backlinks. Here's some other ways to find this stuff. Events, sponsorship. Okay. And what we're trying to do is we can also do this. Here, I'll point out another way. YMCA sponsors. Okay. I'm just using this as I put Did it spell check me? YMCA? Did it do that for me? Sponsors. Also, here's this here. CR sponsors. Okay. Now, the sponsors are people that have already either allocated budget and were able to acquire the link, but sometimes you want to get there before. Yeah, you can search for sponsors, you can search for events once you have the data set of municipalities, towns, cities, and locations. The other one that we're looking for is the word donate, donation, make a donation, contribution. All I really wanted to point out to you is a very, it could be considered aggressive, but we have been able to acquire relatively relevant, at least relevant geo-related links. So we have geo-related links. None of our competition have them. We're able to help local businesses and get relatively trusted and very powerful backlinks for very low costs. I wanted to showcase to you the events, donation, sponsorship strategy. I know you've heard of the EDU, but these municipalities, and I want you to really think of this. There's events, sponsorships, and donations for ice cream shops, uh, anything, everything does this. Everybody will take your dollars. We are finding great success with this. I wanted to point this out to you if you haven't thought of it already. I hope this is helpful for you to get geo-related backlinks that are powerful that none of your competition has. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. If you have any questions related to link building, backlink strategy, anything, never hesitate to go ahead and ask in the section below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next local geo-related backlinks video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. I might restructure that, but that's good enough for now. I love you guys. I have to run. My time is absolutely up. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you for your time. Sue, Mastermind last night. I can't find it. That's because I shot it out and brought it down. It's just me staring at the thing, no screen share. So, not very good video at all. Not my best job ever, Sue. So just so you know. Remember when you said I should change the IP every time I utilize an iPhone connected to the hotspot? Do I use flight mode to change the IP? Well, if you use flight mode, it won't always change. You have to power down and power back up, but that's up to you. Sorry, I don't know if this is off topic. Not every time when you go to airplane and go back will it change. Most of the time it will, but not every time. Anthony says, a client of mine who's in the pool business is desperately looking to get just a couple of more clients. He can't afford ads for quicker results. He does have a GM account, but he's changed the name of the biz. Would optimizing his GBP give him quicker results? Optimizing the GBP around one central service in one location can lead to better results. But also, what's the site? What's the links? What's his directory say? What do his citations say? Is he getting traffic? Is he getting clicks? The reviews, do they say pool building? There's a lot that goes into it, and nothing is fast. I truly apologize. Hey, Chris, you didn't optimize your website UI and looking at the design. Really? I thought it was very easy to navigate. Land on the page, beautiful photo of me in an Armani suit. It was my first suit of that caliber because this was at my Las Vegas event. It was the first event that I held. It was my investment. Like, I put it together with, of course, Craig Campbell and my partner Andy. But still, like, it was my first event. Like, I was very proud of this. So I have one of my better photos that I was able to get right on my homepage. I have my service portal, my consultation, and if you're not sure on how I can help you, click the button and let's see. And then I have an arrow pointing down to showcase the menu of service. Very simple. What service do you need? If you know you need an individual, great. If you think that you want to order multiples, I have an all service list. If you mean that I thought that the ease of use was very simple. I like the colors, black and gold go together. This dark blue, this gradient, this lays very, very well. Did I spend time on cosmetics on a landing page? Not other than what you see. So that to me, that type of thing is semantics. This serves the purpose that I was looking for. So I hope that it was helpful. I love you though, man. Uh, but if, hey, you want to throw something together, by all means, let me know. Throw it together. Let's see what it looks like. Turn off the iPhone or turn off the hotspot. Turn off the both. Like you're resetting in order to get a new IP. So I remember the suit, Chris. We didn't recognize you. I know. So cool. Yes, it was cool. Well, I work with, I don't know if I should say, a very large, if you go look up men's suits, black men's suits, white men's suits, any suit, you will, I work with a gentleman that he sells a lot of suits, right? He's a top performer for men's suits. Definitely first page, not at the upper echelons, but so in any case, I was able to get a fair price. Yeah, I was very proud of that day. I didn't think we were going to do it, but we did it. We're going to do it again. But in any case, I have to run. My family's going to lose their minds. I love you guys. This is 3 videos. I'm going to break this out while I'm gone on vacation. I hope it's been helpful. I love you guys. If there's anything I could do for you, let me know. What I did here, this pop-up here is talk. This is connected to my phone. Generally, if you sit on here for a little bit of time, it'll pop up Monday through Friday. That's live. It's connected to my phone. I answer it Monday through Friday from 8 to 2. All right. If there's a question or a concern, make sure you put your order number, or if you have, this isn't a strategy call, but if you need service or need help on ordering, I have a section for that. If you have a problem with your order, leave it right here if it's over the weekend. All right, but live chat is deployed. It goes directly to my phone. I'm support. I wanted to make sure of that. I love you guys. You guys have an absolute wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. See you guys. Oh, and two, the gentleman that was asking, don't forget, like I try not, I obviously showcase chrispalmer.org every single time, right? I talk about it on all the channels, but other assets I don't speak about. Proxy Pixie is through myself and my partner. We have dedicated proxies with 2 separate US-based locations, right? I believe we cycle through 500 million IPs. This is dedicated hardware. This is self-owned. If you need mobile proxies, shared, mobile, dedicated scraping proxies, check this out right here. Also, there's an Easter egg here just for people that know this is the highest price, much higher than everyone else, but actually are dedicated for those that know. If you click on this right here, it will take you to the Easter egg. It's $45 a month for a dedicated mobile proxy. This is my service. That's why I don't mind showing it, right? Like, this isn't a pitch. I'm not an affiliate. I own this company. This is I'm co-owner of this company. So if you need mobile proxies, we have them. I'm actually in partnership with not only my business partner, but I also work very closely with the owner of Proxidize. It's a Proxidize rig. We're all set, like, I have you covered. Mobile proxies are essential. IPs are essential to what I do. We run a map service. We run a website service. We have a lot of services that rely. So I have them because I need them for my own business. All right. Also, 2, education. I usually don't point this stuff out, but SEO, it's SEOmastermind.org. I'm in a rush. I love you guys. I gotta go. I'll see you guys and gals, and have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys.